In this video, I'm going to be going over the launch strategy that I use to make over $10,000 every single time. And I've done this 3 times now with 3 different audiences using 3 different funnels, and each time it has surpassed that $10,000 mark. So I'm very confident that it works. And if you don't know me already, my name's Aiden. I've sold over $400,000 worth of digital products, courses, coaching programs, whatever you want to call it. And this is the exact launch strategy that I use. And right now we are in January of the new year. So it is the perfect time to do some sort of launch for your coaching business, for a course or a digital product that you're selling. So whether you are a creator yourself looking to sell an offer and sell something, or if you're an operator working behind a creator and looking to do a launch for the new year, this video is going to help you out. So without further ado, we're going to go to my laptop where I broke down the entire strategy, and I'll see you guys there. All right, so before we get into the actual breakdown of the launch strategy, I included 3 screenshots here. And like I was saying in the intro, 3 different occasions of these launches, 3 different audiences, and 3 different funnels. So right here was in 2024, and this was me working with an organic creator, and we were running a reselling coaching offer. So I was working behind his audience, and we ran this from November 18th to the November 30th of 2024. And this was all organic traffic. So I did this exact same launch strategy that I'm about to go over, all organic traffic. And we had another processor, we had a couple more payments, but I just wanted to include this one to make it simple. 2025, this was with that same organic creator that I was working with. And we also incorporated ads. I was learning ads here and working behind him. And this was a launch for a Amazon and reselling offer as well. Added Amazon, and as you could say, 15K for the 1st of January to the 11th of January. So a 10-day launch window, same strategy that I'm about to go over. And fast forward to September of 2025, this was a sneaker reselling offer that I was no longer working with that organic creator at all. This was completely on my own, ads only and faceless. And I did right around 12K during this month launch period. So this was a little bit different, time frame for the launch, but again, the exact same strategy that I'm about to go over. So whether you're all organic, whether you're organic on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whether you're doing organic and ads, or whether you're just doing ads, what I'm about to go over here with this launch strategy, if you are launching an offer and you have an audience, or if you are working behind some sort of creator and building them out a coaching program, this is the perfect launch strategy, and it will work and get you to 10K. And probably if you have a lot bigger audience than I was working with, you'll probably make a lot more. Here's the actual breakdown at glance, and we're pretty much going to go through each of these steps so you know exactly what you need to do, and you can pretty much take this and just copy and paste it into the coaching program that you're offering, or whatever funnel that you're running. Like I said, you can kind of copy and paste that right into it. All right, so first step and starting off is you need to either have or build a list of people. And this list for most people is just going to be a social media following, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, whether it's TikTok. Now, here's the thing, is you need to collect the contact info of this list. Why? Because let's say you have, 5K subscribers on YouTube. There's no way for you to reach out to those subscribers through YouTube. So you need to put, a link in the description of your videos for them to sign up for the waiting list, or sign up for your, daily emails, or sign up for your free course. So you need to collect their contact info. On Instagram is a little bit different. You actually don't necessarily need to, but I don't like to be fully reliant on a platform. So I still think it's a good idea to, if you're thinking about launching a version of your program or launching some sort of offer, to, build up a waiting list for that and collect their name, email, phone number so you can market to them. Because if you have their phone number, you or your setters or your closers can reach out to those people and dial them up and get them on sales calls. Or what you can also do, what you can also do is send out like daily emails to continue to warm up that audience even more. So you need to have some sort of list of people that you're going to be selling to. And most of the time, this is just a social media following. And then you kind of bring that social media following into a interested list. And that interested list, you're going to have all their contact info. Next up is market research. Now, for some of you watching this, you might be, let's say, you post gym content on Instagram, and everyone that follows you probably just likes your workouts. They want to see your diets and stuff like that. You kind of already know. But if you want to get really clear and construct, like I said, the perfect offer figure out what they actually want. And market research is very simple. Like, for example, let's say Instagram. For Instagram, you quite literally can just post a few polls on your story. If you're, I'm just going to take fitness creator again for an example here. We'll really post polls and say, do you want to gain weight? Do you want to lose weight? What does your diet look like? Stuff like that. If you're helping people get into TikTok shop, you could be like, do you want this to turn into a side hustle or a full-time thing? What's a profit goal you have? What's held you back from doing it? And you could just put different options. And really what you want to do is just figure out what your audience really needs from you. So that way, when you put together the offer and you do the marketing for this launch, you know exactly what to talk about, what your program is going to include. Now, if you're on TikTok or YouTube where, you might not be able to just put a poll up like Instagram, you can collect these people's contact info like I was talking about, and you can call a few and be like, hey, like, what are you looking for? Like, would you be interested in this? Would you be interested in that? How much would you pay for this? What are your goals with this? And you can gather all this info, just throw it into ChatGPT, and it can help you construct that offer that people like. It's going to be like a no-brainer buy for them. Next up is going to be actually setting your launch date. Now, this is very important. What you're going to do is that offer that you came up with, you're going to set a date that you will launch that said offer, and you need to give it some time to marinate. So, like right now, it's January 6th. I'm actually doing a launch inside of, for that reselling offer that I was talking about, the 20th. That gives it a perfect amount of time. I started talking about that date about 10 days ago. So we are 14 days out from that now. So I had a good 24 days for that to marinate. So when you come up with that offer, you get your market research, you kind of gather all that and figure out what the offer is going to be. You need to set a date that's going to give you some time to market to that. And then after you set the date, it's all about warming up that list until the date. Now, if you have an organic audience, this is going to be very easy. If you're working with ads and running a lot of cold traffic, then it's going to be even harder. But what you basically want to do is, whether it's on Instagram, whether you build people, you bring people into a contact list or whatever, you want to give them value. You want to give them sneak peeks of what you're offering. You want to show them testimonials. You want to give them sales outlets, etc. You pretty much want to flood that list with content that's going to get them excited for that set date, and it's going to build trust with you and them. Those are the two things. They need to be excited for what's coming. And number two, they need to trust you that what you have coming, it's going to be worth for them to buy. You also want to make it known that it's going to be something that's going to be bought. And I'm going to get into that in the next thing here. But you need to get them excited and you need to build trust. And however you can do that, let's say you have a contact list, send out daily emails with value, with free advice, with sneak peeks of things inside of what you're doing. If it's, you're contacting them, text all the leads about what's coming. If you're marketing on your Instagram, which pretty much everyone will be, post testimonial student interviews, post success from yourself, post all of this stuff. And pretty much what I can say is document the journey and pour as much of that into your audience as you can up until the date. Now, on set date, you want to announce what you are launching and open up a week for applications. It's very good to kind of open up a launch week, because on the announcement, on that launch day, you're going to have a big spike in applications, right? And then, throughout the rest of that week, it might, be a little bit choppy. But then on that last day, you'll be able to announce it, be like, this is the last day you can apply if you're interested. You're going to have another spike. And that's super important. And what you want to do is say that every single person that applies during that week, you need to give a special offer to all of them. And a special offer example would be a discount on the price. You could be like, for everyone that applies during this week is going to get early pricing and a $1,000 discount. So they don't know what the price of your program is, but they know they're getting $1,000 off. That's good. You can also be like, everyone that applies this week and joins is going to get a one-on-one call with me as well. So you basically want to do the announcement on Instagram, through email, through SMS, and then everyone that showed interest and stuff, they need to apply. And the people that don't apply, you're going to want to call them up and be like, hey, did you see what I launched? Blah, blah, blah. Whether it's you calling or your closers, that's exactly what you need to do. And then you need to talk to them about that special offer to make them want to apply even more. And then the last part of this is obviously just the sales ops. Either yourself or a sales team needs to be locked in with dialing the entire list and getting to applicants quick. When someone applies, that's when their peak interest. You need to hit them within a couple minutes of them applying, book them in on a sales call, or close them right there. And with doing this, like let's say you have a $2,000, let's say you have 10K followers and you're launching a $2,000 program. You only need to close 5 people to get 10K. Like that is so easy. Like you will 100% do that. But it's all about getting the first steps right. The first steps that I was talking about are the absolute most important. This part should be it'll be a lot of work, like whether you have a big sales team or you're just doing this all on your own. It might be a lot of work, but this part should be relatively easy if you did the beginning steps correct. And if you do pretty much start with doing that market research, setting that date, and getting all the way down to the sales ops, you should have a very good launch. And like I said, there's different ways you could do this. Like my current reselling offer, I run a free Discord where I talk about all the different dates coming up for the launches. I've done this organically with the creator where we pretty much ran the whole thing through Instagram. Like I said, it doesn't matter the funnel. The funnel doesn't really matter that much. The fundamentals of this launch strategy though stay the exact same. So if you're watching this though, and you're, an operator, or even if you're a coach yourself and you have an online presence and you want to do this and you need some help with it, I'm even going to put a Calendly link in the description where you could book a call with me and I might be able to help you out, maybe install this process into, your offer. But regardless, this video should kind of help you really install this into your business and use it to launch. And I encourage all of you guys watching this to do some sort of launch for the new year because people are all set on their New Year's resolutions right now. So it's a perfect opportunity. So hopefully you took some value from this. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. Leave a like on this video and leave a comment with any videos you want to see next. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.